I'm Tracy E. Gilchrist, and this is Equal Entertainment. Nominations for the BET Awards are out, and Drake and Glorilla are leading the pack. Drake is up for 7 awards, including Best Male Hip Hop Artist and Best Male R&B Pop Artist. He is also up for Album of the Year for Her Loss. Glorilla was nominated for 6 awards, including Best Female Hip Hop Artist, Best New Artist, and Album of the Year. 21 Savage is up for 5 awards, including Best Male Hip Hop Artist and Best Collaboration. And it may be a big night for Lizzo. She's nominated for 5 awards, including Best Female R&B Pop Artist and Video of the Year for About Damn Time. The BET Awards air live on June 25th. The show must go on. The Tony Awards will take over Broadway, but it might not go according to plan. There will be no scripts due to the writer's strike. Many playwrights pushed the Writers Guild of America to allow the award show to continue. The WGA agreed not to picket in front of the United Palace in New York. In return, no writer will work the Tonys. The program will consist of performances, pre-taped videos, and acceptance speeches. Oscar winner Ariana DeBose will host the 3-hour show. Breaking Bad star Bryan Cranston is planning to step away from Hollywood, but fans still have at least 2 or 3 good years left. Bryan Cranston says he hopes to spend time with his wife Robin Dearden in France. The star says his wife has adjusted her life based on his, and he wants to level that out. He told British GQ that he has future plans that do not include Tinseltown. Cranston also notes that he'll be 70 years old in 2026, and after that, he says he will not be reading scripts or taking phone calls for possible work. Cranston may also shut down his production company Moonshot Entertainment and sell half of his Dos Hombres tequila brand. The Prime Video series With Love is back for season 2, and this season, Lily puts her energy into personal growth while Jorge and Henry move their relationship forward. Stars Emeraude Toubia, Desmond Chiam, and Rum Flynn spoke with me about modeling support for queer family members and Latino representation on screen.
Emeraude, this series it's so incredibly well done, and one thing that Lily is a sister, a supportive, loving sister to a gay Latino man. And, we're at a time in this country where that's not always easy to be. So I wonder if you would talk a little bit about modeling that support on screen for people who maybe need to see that.
I mean, absolutely. I'm an only child, so it's really nice having to play, a sister, and Mark and Delicado is just incredible to be around. I don't know. I mean, I don't. I mean, I hope I'm expressing myself the right way, And if I am, I apologize. If I'm not, I apologize. But it's like loving someone shouldn't be different from one to another. You just love unconditionally, no matter what their preferences are. Love is love, and be supportive. You should be there no matter what. And to me, that's the most important thing, is just being there, listening, supporting, and knowing that no matter what, it's do or die.
Yeah. Thank you. And then, Rome, I wanted to ask you a little bit about this show. It's called With Love, but it's love in all of its forms, and one of those forms is family, traditional family, and chosen family, and friends, and extended family members. Would you talk a little bit about the role of family in the show?
I mean, it's the integral part of this entire thing. Mm-hmm. We don't have a show without that. I think it's really the core of the fabric of the essence of the show. Family. Yes, there are different forms of love that there have been shown on the show, but what ties it all together is the Diaz family, and them going through these things together, and if the show is just about Lily trying to find love, I mean, I don't know, I think it would have a short shelf life. I think what makes it special is all of these strings kind of being pulled at the same time and different directions, but somehow also still being in the same place, which is we have the mom and the dad dealing with stuff, and then obviously the siblings dealing with stuff, and then like you said, these people on the outside that become family, And it's a beautiful thing to be able to be a part of and portray on screen.
Yeah, thank you. And Desmond, kind of a similar kind of question, but Gloria Glow, as y'all call her, has built this beautiful world, beautiful, funny world of acceptance and love. And what does it mean to you to be a part of that world?
It means so much, and I truly mean that on like this very instinctual, deep level, because like even walking into the Diaz family home, when we started up second season, when we started up first season, to be honest, walking into that home felt, once I saw the traditions and I saw all the, I'm from an immigrant family from Singapore. There is so many similarities for migrant groups, I think, frankly, coming to the Western world, because just the trappings of it and the behaviors and like, even the three aunts, I had like three aunts as well, same thing, who were all wild, by the way. And it really felt like just coming home. It was very, very bizarre. It's coming home into a space with your nuclear family is such a specific feeling that somehow the only other time I've ever felt that was walking into the Diaz house.
Season 2 of With Love is streaming now on Prime Video. Love is very much in the air. The hit Netflix series Never Have I Ever is returning for a fourth and final season. We've watched Devi, a first-generation Indian-American teenager, finally arrive at her senior year. Stars Maitreyi Ramakrishnan, Darren, Barnet, and Jaren Lewison tell me that the characters truly come into their own this season.
And I want to go to you first, Darren, and ask you about Paxton, who has kind of had a little bit of an aimless route through life, but he feels like he ends up in a really good place.
Yeah, I mean, you get script season 1, and Paxton is supposed to be the taking his shirt off, athlete, cool guy, doesn't really have an aim in life, but they did precursor that and basically told me that they wanted me to be able to embody this character that underneath it all actually does, but you don't realize that until later on. Yeah. So I was kind of ready for that, but there were so many like on the fly moments in the show. Like, it's a very known thing that my character was not part Japanese when this first started. Yeah. They learned that was my heritage, and they adopted that into Paxton, which opened up a whole new storyline, a whole new journey.
So Devi has been through it. She's been through so much, and she's kind of incredibly resilient and courageous, even as she's screwing up often. But she really ends up in a beautiful place. She's a good daughter, a good friend, a good girlfriend, and obviously a great student. Would you talk a little bit about what that journey has been like for you over these past 4 seasons?
I mean, I think truly Devi has always been those things deep down. And I think the reason why I say that is because any person who is a good daughter, friend, girlfriend also is human and makes mistakes, right? Devi definitely made a lot of mistakes along the way, but that was why she learned how to course correct herself so easily and come out way, way better.
Jaren, for Ben, I mean, here's a guy, it seems like he's got everything going perfectly, but he's got a few bumps along the way.
Yeah, I mean, Ben's whole thing is like he's a perfectionist, and he thinks that like he can plan months and years in advance and have like a 15-year plan and everything's going to go according to that, and that's just not how life works. And I think that I appreciate that a lot with the writing, and I think the writers did such an incredible job about showing that, like, yeah, he's a really smart guy. He works really hard, but he can also overwork himself. We saw that in season 3 where, they have that scene with Paxton especially where, like, Ben doesn't poop for 16 days because he's so stressed out, right? Yeah, he's trying to achieve all these huge things and these big lofty goals, but like he still has a lot to work on in regards to his internal conflict with himself.
The final season of Never Have I Ever is streaming now on Netflix. The Advocate Channel, Equal Pride, and Out Magazine are joining with iHeartMedia and Procter & Gamble for one of the biggest Pride celebrations online. The Advocate Channel is the official streaming partner. Can't Cancel Pride is going into its 4th year. This year's host is Jojo Siwa. You can watch Can't Cancel Pride on advocatechannel.com and stream it live on the Advocate Channel app. Can't Cancel Pride begins streaming June 15th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. You can watch the Advocate Channel live by downloading our app in the Apple or Google Play Store. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. For the Advocate Channel, I'm Tracy E. Gilchrist, and thank you for watching.